believe we peaked in the 90s. Come on, come on, come on, prove me wrong. Tuck your friendship bracelet back in your shell suit sleeve. Come on back in time with me.
Fiddligan, and hello, it's Fo, and welcome back to Project Zomboid. Our man Ramos Ravioli has woken up at the perfect time. He's overweight. Other than that, everything's going fine. He's got his way through a fair number of zombies. The count is looking good. The skills are looking good. Yeah, we've got decent protection. We're checking after our laceration that we don't seem ill. Yeah, other than being overweight, everything seems fine. This weight is going down. We're going to chop down some trees. Got a interesting side mission. This road coming down from the base. If we follow it in a straight line, we're able to chop down some trees. I think we might be able to create our own little shortcut through the forest and work our way towards the edge of the golf course that's at the edge of the country club. And that way we won't need to drive around loads and loads of times. That's the plan anyway. Got our first error. I'm not sure if it's from moving the logs or if it's from the mod we installed. Forgot to add that bit in the right order. But we're gonna uninstall the mod basically, because it didn't work. And I fear that's maybe what's causing the errors. Yeah, after the traumatic experience with The Sims, don't want any errors. Don't want to be using mods that are gonna cause any sort of conflicts or problems in the game. Yeah, it could be that it's a conflict with the mod that we've already got. But we've got our priorities straight. Yeah, the mod is to rain would wash the clothes. So when we're out and about and it starts raining, it'll subtly clean our clothes. Save us using the washing machine so much. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working. We don't want to get the errors all the time. So yeah, I think we'll get rid of that one. Yeah, chopping down a bunch of trees, trying to make our shortcut, will generate us enough wood planks to continue expanding our base. We're going to work on a sort of garage area where we could park a decent sized vehicle. So yeah, this is the mod that we got. Should have put this in at the end of the last episode. When we got subscribed to this. I put things in the wrong order. Yeah, it's a nice idea, but it didn't seem to work. It was out in the rain, and the rain didn't seem to clean anything. We don't want the errors, as I say. It's a priority. I want the game to run nice and smooth. Don't want errors or lag or anything that's going to cost you the whole run. It's the first time I've seen it, so I don't know how dangerous or harmful it is to your save. Yeah, we're able to make a healthy supply of stone axes. That'll do us well. Chopping our way a sort of bypass through the forest. Don't know how feasible it is. Seems feasible when you're looking at a sort of larger version of the map. Doesn't seem that far. But when you're on the actual scale, when you're playing the game, everything's bigger. So it might be a greater distance to cover than I think. It'll be good to get these walls sort of squared off. Get our big double doorway so we can get a car in. He's still hopeful about surviving into build 42 and potentially end up getting the mods where you could have a school bus. You could attach the big metal bull bars and stuff to it. That'd be the perfect thing to go in the garage. Got some more windows for the inner layer in our garden. Some door hinges and handles. Yeah, you fairly go through them. You're building out rooms. Still going with our salads. Hoping we're going to drop that little extra bit of weight. He's tired well early in the day. Let him have a little sleep. Hour and a bit. Not so long that he won't be tired later on. Yeah, chopping down the trees. That seems to take it out of him. Hopefully expanding that extra little bit of energy combined with the salads will help bring his weight down a little bit. Yeah, we've got plenty of time for stuff. We can waste a week or so trying to make this bypass. Obviously we could make lots of trips all the way around to the country club. It'd be interesting to know if we can take our way straight through. Yeah, we're going to vaguely go in the right direction. South and then a little bit to the east. The longer we take to muddle our way through, the more logs we're gonna get. Got 82 boxes of nails. That's a lot. I'm sure we'll go through them all, but definitely got enough nails for a fantastic expansion. Gonna make a little escape from the upper floor down into the garage area. Water collector barrels sort of getting in the way. There we go. That room would be a little toilet area or something at the back of the bar. Yeah, we can have a little corridor there for all our extra stuff that's not going to fit in the bar. And we're in another little courtyard bit that counts as outside. Good for getting rid of boredom. Yeah, it's a long and tough day being a lumberjack. He's fairly worn out, bless him. One more salad to sort out his hunger before bedtime. And hopefully another day of hard graft and he'll be down another kilo. After having 2 episodes of just double days, we're gonna have our first quintuple day episode. Be a bit savage with the editing. Get our way through it. So he's up at 4, not ideal, not our perfect 6 AM. Never mind. He's got plenty can keep him going. He's already mediumly overweight. Just the stuff he's got. Yeah, at least we know our street lamp will be on. Always friendly. So yeah, things are grim, and you probably shouldn't come out. You should wait until daylight. But yeah, he's going out with a torch, trying to pick up stray logs. And pressing on with his carpentry. The best roofer in Riverside. A couple of different points that are gonna get us from the roof down into the base without having to go over the edge and then back in. A few little roof spots and we can get in and out. Yeah, we're building very tactically, preparing for anything, so the place could be swarmed by 100 zombies or 100 raiders or the military or whatever. Gonna plan for every adventure, every possibility. Yeah, he's got big plans for the base. Making it like a super fortress. It's gonna be ready to withstand anything. Still doing well with the generator. Hasn't just randomly gone off yet because we've forgotten about it. Yeah, I'm gonna move things around. Could have another layer around the entire base. We definitely have enough wood if we keep going with our shortcut. Again, it's better that we don't take the wood from trees that are right next to the base. We want to keep a little bit of the natural cover. Move things around a little bit. Now this is the back wall of the garage. As I say, the other part can be like a hallway. It's more the back of the bar. It would lead you down to what would be a little bathroom. But it's actually going to be our rope ladder up to the roof level. And we can do the same thing with the other little box we're making. We'll pop the chair down in. That can be like a reception area where people would come and sit and wait for people to look at their car. If it was a commercial garage. Yeah, a little bit of everything. Keep the base awesome. Yeah, the rain's bringing them out again. This is pretty close to the base. Just on the road on the way down. Yeah, every time this happens, seems to be when it's raining. I'm sure the noise of the rain drives them crazy, makes them wander. So we've got to be careful. Don't bump into any, especially when we're in the woods. It's pretty easy for a zombie to come wandering out from behind a tree. And the wind rustles the trees. So you learn to sort of ignore it and not stop what you're doing every time a tree moves. But you can be lured into a false sense of security doing that. That'll certainly get you, along with everything else. Try to keep our machete going. The more times you repair it, the less effective the repair is. Yeah, you keep spamming it until it's not doing anything anymore, basically. Yeah, it's still doing something. Condition is still going up. Yeah, we do have spare. That's what you use your duct tape for. Repairing the good weapons. Things that you're not likely to find again. So we'll get our corridor to come all the way down here. We're certainly not sure of wood planks from all these logs that we're generating. Yeah, I think the idea is that we don't want to chop down too many trees in one session. That'll wear them out, and then come back a different time to pick up all the logs. Keep things mixed up. Do a little bit of each at the time. Chop down only what you can take. More effective for managing his tiredness, his fatigue. Yeah, plenty of houses that we haven't disassembled their doors and taken their windows from yet. And the more we expand and the more rooms and things we add, the more this will need. It's good to design rooms that have windows, even if they're internal rooms that you could see, have a peek through the window and see if the door has been broken down. The place is full of undead. Yeah, there's still plenty of windows and doors left in the game the zombies haven't destroyed yet. Plenty of stale ingredients. We're moving things now by their condition. Stale stuff goes into the first fridge that we can just go immediately there to make our salads. And the freshest stuff gets put into the third fridge along. So looking on our map, we're about halfway down to where we want to be. Looking at this map, this is what we want to do. We want to cut our way through. We're about there. We want to cut down to here. And then once we get onto the golf course, we've got access to the country club. And that's the last big area that we've done. This is the entire area that we're trying to cover. This slice here. We're not going up into that far west section. It's the start of the new area. So yeah, that's the entire area that we're trying to cover. And we've got enough time to try and create this shortcut. Yeah, we'll have to go down to the radio tower at some point. Yeah, this is the entire country club area. That's the last big thing we've got to do. Look at the size of the map. That's just part of it. It would be very hard to cover the entire map and meaningfully loot and be able to clear your way through all the zombies. It would take a very long time. Looks like we did catch something in our wooden box trap, but it escaped and broke the trap. I think that's what happens when you leave them there too long. When you successfully catch something, but you don't come back to get it. Got an error. We've dropped our slots. What's happened? Something awful's happened and we've lost our slots. We've lost our entire bag. And we can't pick it up. Yeah, a bit of a disaster. We try reducing the weight of what's in the bag, trying to pick it up. It doesn't work. I don't know what happened, some sort of disaster. And we have unsubscribed from the other mod, the rainwash one. So it's definitely not that to blame for the error. A bit of a mystery. Grab another lighter, smoke a ciggy, so don't get stressed. Go looking for the bag again, walk right past it, forget where it is. Eventually find it again, after wandering about for a while. And it just let us pick it up. I think it was the weight thing because we had the windows and stuff on us. Been just too heavy for too long. He's finally down to the point, 85, where he's able to not be considered a blob. Yeah, no little snooze from today. A coffee and a cigarette. Right, do a little bit more chopping. Load up that trailer with some more logs. Gonna try and disguise the weirdness. Yeah, visually the way the roofs look sometimes is confusing. So we're gonna build another room or set of rooms upstairs that tries to make the place seem more square and eliminate the strange glitchiness of the tiles fading in and out. Gonna keep on with his salads. Lose a couple more kilos before indulging in anything a bit more adventurous. Yeah, gaining weight is a lot easier than losing weight, much like in real life. Very realistic. So yeah, where the roof looks odd, sort of our lines. Gonna try and create this upper floor. Could be just mainly an attic storage. Unless we can think of anything more interesting to do with it. Up at a decent time, getting straight on with it. Getting our way through those boxes of nails. Foggy, which is creepy. Don't want to be meeting any zombies in the fog, in the woods. It's a dangerous game. Get a staircase in so we can get up and make a roof for that level. Top up our generator. Yeah, fog can be dangerous. Certainly is creepy, if nothing else. So we bait our traps and do a little fishing. Thought we'd be able to get our go. Get our level up. Cooking a lot of fish to get up to the next level. I'm catching a lot of fish before cooking them. Got plenty of rodent meat. Yeah, a little bit more fish wouldn't go amiss. It takes a while to catch them. And it catches, you have to catch more than you would expect to get a level. Especially early on, when it's like the first level. Yeah, you can't fish too much in the same spot. Otherwise you deplete the fish there. So started our fishing book. We've made a decent progress as to how far we've got into this forest. We'll make a rough sort of journey through to where we're aiming to. See if we can walk to the golf course. Now we know it's possible. Yeah, here we go. We're out in the open. This is the golf course. So if we can just walk in a straight line back to where we've been chopping. Sort out any zombies we see along the way. Yeah, see, it doesn't seem too hard, does it? But retracing our steps back that way that we just came. Yeah, not so easy. Judging where you've got to go sort of down. So yeah, it seems easy. We've done it in principle. We've proven the theory that you could just clear a path through to the golf course and make it a lot easier to go from Riverside down that road straight to the country club. Just sort of got to touch it right. We'll make our sort of curve in the path that we're cutting through the forest. Gonna make a soup, adventurous. No sooner have we got rid of overweight We're off the salads into something slightly more adventurous. Yeah, the soups and the stews certainly give you more cooking experience because you're cooking them up again. You know, you can cook all the cookable things, then put them all into a stew or a soup, and then cook it all again. That's giving you more XP from the cooking. Vegetable and cheese soup. Mmm. It's more appealing than a rodent meat salad, I guess. So after our backpack incident, try to be a little bit more conscious of what we're taking with us and putting in the slots. Managed to get past that. You paid for all the slots, so you should use all the slots, you know. Let's get past that attitude. And realize you probably don't need all the slots. Yeah, we don't really need 2 bottles of water with us, but we've got it just in case. Yeah, definitely could have picked the high thirst trait. And the high hunger trait, to be fair. Could have been extra hungry and thirsty, and still been fine. Maybe not in the first week or so. Might have been a stress to get the bottles of water and stuff. But certainly now. Yeah, no problem. Got more than enough of what we need. It does seem to work, leaving the bottles of water in the backpack slots. Character does still seem to auto-drink when they're thirsty. Don't need to sort of equip it from the backpack to drink. Again, plenty of houses round about. Make sure we've got all the meaningful stuff out of. But we can always come back for the fixtures and fittings. Sort out our food, make sure we've got all the stale stuff moved into the end fridge. Yeah, we're doing well, making progress. Haven't fallen off the roof again yet. Haven't got another laceration. We're doing pretty well. Steak. That's gonna be a good breakfast. Gonna salad it up with a steak. It'll make us unhappy if we had just more steak. Could have mixed it up a little bit. Yeah, too much of the same thing and you're losing the positive, sort of the buffs from it. Hopefully a bit of steak's not going to pile the pounds back on. So he's quite a second level of fishing, just so we can read another book. Make sure his skills are topped up. Once we've got enough fixtures and fittings and windows and stuff. Get back on creating our shortcut. Yeah, place is starting to look good. Very adventurous. Try to drive the car. Yeah, we're kind of getting in a straight line. Chop down this other group of trees. Make sure that we're still going straight. He's well knackered. Sitting down in the car helps. Have a rest there rather than just sitting down in the woods, waiting to be approached by a mean zombie. And we're getting through the boxes of nails. I'm sure we'll have plenty, you know. But that's gonna dictate how big a base we can make. We've almost filled up the bar from doing our exercising regularly. Weight is still going down, that's successful. Gonna have more soups and stews. Use more meat rather than just vegetables. Make up our meals. Not worry too much about using cheese and things. Yeah, we've just got more vegetables than anything else from our farming. Still got loads of comfort food from the old days in the freezers. Pizza and stuff. Just have to keep an eye on that. Make sure it doesn't go stale when it's in the freezer. Yeah, it's hard trying to keep track of so much food and when it's going out. Yeah, base is looking good though. Need chipstones. Keep making the axes. Yeah, foraging's still useful even when you've maxed out skill. Still be stuff you want to find that you can get through the foraging. Try and keep our actual axes in good shape rather than just relying on crafted axes to do the jobs. Yeah, wood is not going to be a problem. With all our adventuring into the woods. As I say, it's better that we chop down trees there and sacrifice some of the natural cover that we've got for our awesome base. Chop down this purple rug and what I assume is going to be a nice little relaxation area. Have a little study there, a little desk or something. I was thinking that maybe carpeting, these little rugs or whatever, could cover up the gaps in the roofing that make it look odd or incomplete. It wasn't that successful, but we're leaving the rug there. Strawberries, vegetables, and rats. Mmm. He's tired at 5 again. It's certainly wearing them out. All this forestry work. coffee before he gets too tired that it's not going to make a difference. Now that we're building our roof level, we want more storage. Want some more shelves and some more of these boxes. These boxes would be good for a loft area. That's what the bulk of that upper floor should be. Hopefully this is going to be a good way of hiding the odd parts of the roof. Just sort of stack the boxes. Gonna give it a better look. Test out our garage. Seems fine. Certainly got enough space. So we'll start getting some more shelving and storage in there. Got a little tree growing in our garden. Free log. Woohoo! As always, we're waiting for our crops to be seed bearing before we're harvesting them. We'll finish our fishing book. It's a good day of all-round stuff. Feels like we got a lot done. Yeah, we've got to wait for our next level, do some more cooking, and then we can read a cooking book. Find some meat that's uncooked, just cook it off for the sake of it. Just to get that little bit of cooking XP. Always put the cooked stuff back into the oven. Back into the fridge. Make salads and stews and stuff from it. Then put it back in the oven. Yeah, we do have a lot of stale food piling up on us. It's gonna go rotten soon. It's a battle of not wanting to be wasteful versus not wanting to gain weight. A tightrope to walk. And try and sort out our boredom. By adding a little bit of excitement to it. Drop the bowl before he goes to bed. Yeah, I like that we've still got knickknacks and stuff on the tables and things. Seems like a lived-in place. It's how we want it to look. Kind of random and cobbled together, but at the same time with stuff in it, not just plain. Stuff kind of strewn everywhere. Realistic. It's the ultimate bachelor fortress. We can have our light on. We'll see what we're doing for a second. Fantastic battery powered lamps. Don't need to worry about the generator. Been pretty good at remembering to take care of the generator. With the gas station being close to the base. Yeah, it's good. Got a good system going. If we had less food and we had less freezers and stuff, it'd probably make it last longer. If we'd set it up in a slightly different place so it wasn't turning on that street lamp. the lamp that's in the bar area. And then we could save a bit of power as well. I'll wait till he's finished another skill, if he can get another one done. Install 2 mods. One to replace the rain wash. Another one for whatever skill we complete. So we could consider solar panels to be one of them. So we can get solar set up at the base. Things should last longer. If the power from the generator runs out, hopefully it will just kick into the solar power. I think it's like a battery bank of car batteries that you use to absorb all the solar power. So yeah, that could be on the cards. If we can get another skill done. Okay, and that would be good for the long term. So we could go further afield without having to worry about coming back for the generator. There we go. Making salad does give you a little bit of cooking XP. Not as much as using the oven, but we got there. I'll give us another book to read. On top of everything else. Yeah, I'm not sure if we've got enough time to naturally finish the cooking skill, but maybe. Still 4 levels to go. It's a lot of meal preparation. Yeah, he gets working on the book. His little indulgences, his weight is still going down. Things are fine. Gonna try and tidy up the cars that we've got. We've got a decent collection of cars. Have all the white cars live down next to the bar, separate them all out into different sections by colour and stuff. Maybe move the ambulances and stuff down there as well. Yeah, there's a couple of white cars that were sitting there the whole time that were just fresh spawned in, so we'll take one of them as our new car. It's in tip-top condition. Hope that we don't crash it into anything or run over any zombies with it and do it a damage. The plan seems to be working at hiding the odd nature of the roof. Yeah, managed to get a battery into our open sign. It's very successful. I'm going to move some of our stuff. We'll get our arcade machine out into the hallway. Makes sense, it would be on the way to the toilets. Reminiscent of a 90s bar. We'll have to see if we can get a couple more arcade machines if they're within our vicinity to grab. I haven't fully explored the country club area before, so I don't know if there's anything more there. It would be good to get another one. They usually come in pairs. That was a joy of the 90s. Remember the first time seeing all these kids gathered around an arcade machine, me and my chum, and like going over, looking over their shoulder, like, what is this game that they're so excited about? Why is everyone so hyped about this game? And it was Mortal Kombat, and it was our first time seeing Mortal Kombat. And one of the guys accidentally did one of the finishing moves. We're like, oh wow, how did you do that? How did you do that? And he didn't know. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. And everyone was like hounding him, like, how did you do it? Thinking he was keeping secrets. Everyone's just button bashing, hoping for the best. Yeah, wow, the excitement. Going to one of those arcades and playing the games and the claw machines and winning tickets to try and get prizes and things. Yeah, that was one of the most exciting days out you'd have in the 90s. Ah, them's were the days. Yeah, Riverside Roofer, Ramos Ravioli, getting the work in. Trying to get this all covered up before the next rain. I'll try and do some plastering. Only some surfaces will allow it. It's very strange, it seems to be random. Which ones it'll let you do, which ones it won't. But yeah, we'll do as much as we can. Once you get the walls plastered, then you can paint them. For that next level decoration. Yeah, it's odd, it'll let you do the ones out here, but not certain ones inside. Yeah, I'm not sure what the rules are for which ones it'll let you plaster and which ones it won't. It's maybe like where you need to click on it or something, I don't know. It's very strange. Yeah, you need to be able to see the surface as well. It's maybe something like that, like the pathing for it. Yeah, not sure about the rules around plastering, but we'll take what we can get while it's being given. Yeah, we've still got plenty of paint, and we can get more. I'm sure there's still plenty down at those warehouses that we didn't use. Yeah, we'll get as much of this plastered as we can. Certainly makes it look better. Not sure if we need it in the garden, but oh well. Yeah, we've gone through 9 boxes of nails since laughing about how many we had. I don't want to celebrate too early. I'll have enough materials to finish the fortress. We'll do the best we've got. At least the roofing tiles don't take up too much, just one plank and one nail or a couple of nails. Yeah, we want to try and make it wider rather than taller. Because taller presents a health and safety risk. Yeah, don't really want to be falling off any roofs if we can avoid it. Yeah, accidentally put the nails in the recycling. Not the rotten mushrooms. That's definitely the wrong way around to do things. So Yeah, some little rooms that'll let us plaster, no problem. Others not so much. Oh well, it's helping keep it random. Whee! On comes our favourite streetlight. Just in time for us to have a little read until bedtime. Yeah, quintuple day episode. Very successful. Come back next time. Pick up where we left off from. Till then, take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.